It's a typical Tuesday evening, and you're caught in the regular rush hour traffic on your way home from work. After a tough day at the office, all you want to do is get home, put your feet up, and finally watch that episode you've been looking forward to. Do you ever feel like life is slipping away? That time is merging into a blur. Remember when we were kids, and time seemed endless? Back then, every day was a new adventure, filled with discoveries and excitement. Now, you find yourself in traffic, staring at the same bumper sticker you see every day, and wondering where the last 10 years went. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? We all know that life is short, and that we should make the most of it. Yet so many of us let time slip through our fingers. We get caught up in routines, responsibilities, and the daily grind, and before we know it, years have passed without us even realizing it. It's crucial not to waste your life because you never know when your time will run out. We have a finite amount of time on Earth, so we can't afford to let it slip by unnoticed. We all know this, yet most of us can't account for the last 5 years. This is how to avoid wasting your life. During our childhood, time seemed unlimited. Each day was long, and the months stretched out endlessly. As we age, time appears to speed up. Days blend into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. One moment it's January, and you're setting your goals for the year, and the next, it's July, and you've achieved nothing. But time hasn't changed its pace, our perception has. Why does time seem to go faster as we grow older? The answer lies in our perception. For a 4-year-old, a year represents a quarter of their entire life. For a 40-year-old, it's only 2.5%. This difference in proportion makes a year feel much shorter and pass much quicker for the older person. However, there is something we can do to influence how we perceive time. Time isn't a fixed experience. Our brains actively construct our perception of it. Neuroscientist David Eagleman explains this phenomenon in his research. Over the past decade, his work has led to the time perception theory, which suggests that our experience of time depends on our brain's perception. Our brains don't passively track time like a river flowing, they actively construct our experience of it. Have you ever been in a bad situation where time seemed to slow down and everything felt like it was happening in slow motion? That's your brain altering your perception of time. Novelty is the reason why our childhood felt like it lasted forever. When we were young, everything we experienced was new and exciting. But now, our daily lives have become repetitive and routine. While this isn't necessarily a bad thing, it means that our experiences have lost their novelty, which is why life feels like one big blur. To counteract this, we need to reintroduce novelty into our lives. For the next 30 days, strive to be spontaneous and seek new experiences. This could be as simple as talking to someone new at the gym, visiting a different coffee shop, or even considering moving to a new city. By giving your brain fresh experiences to process, you can slow down your perception of time and make life feel more fulfilling. Think about your daily routine. How many of your days blend into each other because you do the same things over and over again? Break the cycle by trying new activities, meeting new people, and exploring new places. This is your life, and you should experience all it has to offer. Every moment is precious, and by introducing novelty, you can make each day more memorable. Many people avoid thinking about the limited time we have, but acknowledging it is crucial. If you want to live a fulfilling life, you need to understand that our time is limited. It could end next year or next week, no one knows. With this in mind, make decisions that enrich your life. Live each day as if it's your last, not just in theory but in practice. Stop watching videos about wasting time and start living. Make the most of each moment and seek new experiences. Then, in 60 years, you can look back and say, I didn't waste my life. Reflect on what truly matters to you. What are the things you want to achieve, the places you want to see, and the people you want to spend time with? Start prioritizing those things. Set meaningful goals and take actionable steps towards them. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life, but remember to take a step back and assess whether you're living in alignment with your values and aspirations. Consider the impact of your actions on your future self. Will your future self thank you for the choices you're making today? Make decisions that will lead to a fulfilling and meaningful life. It's not about making grand gestures every day, but rather about making small, intentional choices that align with your goals and values. Embrace the uncertainty of life. While it can be daunting to think about the limited time we have, it can also be liberating. Knowing that time is finite can motivate us to live more fully and authentically. Take risks, pursue your passions, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Life is too short to play it safe all the time. Lastly, remember to appreciate the present moment. It's easy to get caught up in thinking about the past or worrying about the future, but the present is all we truly have. Practice mindfulness and be fully present in your daily activities. Whether you're spending time with loved ones, working on a project, or simply enjoying a quiet moment, savor the experience and be grateful for it. In conclusion, time is a precious and limited resource. By understanding how our perception of time works and actively seeking novelty in our lives, we can make the most of the time we have. Embrace new experiences, live intentionally, and appreciate each moment. This is your life, and you deserve to live it to the fullest. Don't let time slip away unnoticed. Make every day count, and in the end, you can look back with no regrets, knowing that you truly lived.